Y'all doing what's up? I appreciate how y'all the best families ever. Doing amazing out there. A lot of work, you know what I'm saying? Celebrating that big 51. Happy 51st state day to all y'all out there. God bless y'all. Oh, yeah, 51st state, dog. 51st state, here we are. 51st state, what up? We are here. I got an iconic jukebox back there. You know, a jukebox in the 50s. Cost about $1,000. 1,000 big ones, so to say. But ladies and gentlemen, it is the 51st state, and we are here. And guess what? I've been advocating for it. Same as Don Cherry, a real Canadian patriot. Don Cherry, who loves Trump and respects America. Real Canadian legend. Canada and America are blood brothers. We are blood brothers. I don't care what the media has to say. I don't care what people have to say. Canada and America have always had a friendship. What do you think the Windsor and Detroit fireworks are all about? Canada and America's friendship. But yeah, you got people that want to destroy that. And I don't know why people get brainwashed in the news media, but it's the problem when you live in a weak society. You know what I'm saying? Canada and America have always had a friendship. It goes throughout history. And you know what? We're the two countries that are so close and similar to each other. I mean, think about it. Canadian culture and American culture are very, very similar to each other. Same as our way of life. The same as the way our countries operate. Same as how our cities look. Canada and America are very similar to each other. Much similar than anywhere else in the world. Let's be honest. But then you have the news media here that will go and censor the truth and brainwash people with the news media, saying that, oh, well, Donald Trump did this. Oh, well, Donald Trump did that. No, ladies and gentlemen, what the news media doesn't tell you is a matter of fact that Mark Carney is who you blame. Justin Trudeau. I'm going to tell you how bad Justin Trudeau destroyed Canada. Originally, when Stephen Harper was Prime Minister of Canada, the Conservative leader, our dollar was worth 98 cents. When Justin Trudeau took office, our dollar went to 74 cents. When Mark Carney took office, our dollar went from 74 to 70 cents. Canada is in a recession right now, thanks to Mark Carney. Canada is going extremely poor. I mean, you make $3,000 a month in Canada working, and the government takes 50% of it in taxes. So you get $1,500 instead of $3,000. I mean, think about that. Same thing as an old age pension, right? Your retirement pension used to be $2,400, now it's $1,600. Just see what's going on. I mean, in Canada, you can't even defend your own life with a gun. Someone breaks into your house and steals your stuff, guess what? You're the one who gets arrested for it because you defended yourself. So Canada works. No self-defense. Pay the highest tax, and we also pay the highest inflation at the G7. They tell you that the healthcare system is free. Ladies and gentlemen, the healthcare system is not free. The richer elites pay for the healthcare system. The people who make more money in Canada they pay for the healthcare. Government can tell you that. It's the problem with Canada. I mean, we're struggling. We're really struggling as we speak. And you know what? Man, citizens are being arrested for calling the government out in Canada. Mark Carney, he literally is spying on people illegally. And let's not forget the Freedom Convoy. Canadians had their bank accounts frozen. Now, remember that? The Canadians that protested against the jab? Yeah. So because Canadians protested against that, we're just saying the national anthem. No, we were abused from our government. And we had our bank accounts frozen, which is illegal. It's illegal to do that. But this is what happens when you have an authoritarian government. And with the politicians in Canada, they're extremely weak. And they allow these problems to happen. I mean, Canada's been suffering so bad. When it comes to our dollar, when it comes to the problems that Canada's facing, nobody wants to talk about it, right? Nobody does. And like I said, Don Cherry is a Canadian legend who loves and respects Trump and America. Don Cherry himself. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Canada's suffering really bad. And the only way to get better is America. 51st state will save the Canadian dollar. When you think about how bad Canada's been suffering from our government, we can't go through this anymore. I mean, Justin Trudeau did 60 years of damage to our country. How the fuck are we supposed to bounce back from that? We can't. Physically, Canada's not strong enough. We have 40 million people. We have the same amount of people as California. Now, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. Imagine California trying to fix all of America. There's the amount of people that California have. That wouldn't happen. Same thing for Canada. There's not enough people in Canada to fix all of our problems. And this is the reason why Canada is suffering. But you know what? Things are going to get worse. Things are getting a lot worse in Canada. You know, Donald Trump is solving all these problems with his country and the rest of the world and going after the United Kingdom government while Mark Carney is dancing at a Pride festival, getting glitter splattered on him. I think there's a huge difference from Mark Carney to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a real man and Mark Carney is a sissy. That's the difference. I mean, he's married to a tranny, so. Oh, and speaking of trannies, I got this shirt earlier at Walmart. Hold up. Let me show you all this. I got a shirt earlier. Yeah, that's UFC right there. Remember they made that tranny joke at the White House, the 250 event? I got this UFC shirt earlier. It's badass, isn't it? It's got military camo and everything. Hold on. Are you all a minute? Look at that. That's badass right there. That's badass, 100%. I mean, UFC's iconic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Canada, literally, this is the thing I don't get about Canada, okay? They will push assisted suicide on the youth. Besides the elder, they push assisted suicide on the youth. And they have this thing where as young as 13-year-olds can get a sex change in Canada. Now, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. You have to be 18 years older to be on social media, right? To have a social media account. But you can be 13 years old and get a sex change in Canada. And if your parents say anything, they can be arrested for it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reality of Canada. And this is where we are at as a country. And there's a reason why I say America has to save us. Because realistically, ladies and gentlemen, Canada is suffering really bad. This country has become the laughing stock because of our government. It's not the country's fault, right? Canada is a beautiful country as it is. But what our government has done, in my opinion, gives America every right to come through. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Shout out Eric. How you doing? Yeah, I appreciate all y'all. Like I said, when you think about the problems we are facing with drugs and people dying all over the place, why are we suffering from this? Because our country's bad. And because our government doesn't care to fix nothing. They never have and they never will. Our government is literally the epitome of our country. I mean, our government does not care about us, but they care about their pockets. What they care about is getting rich off our citizens and our taxpayer dollars. And for some reason, people love it. I mean, people just let them do it. You know, it's surprised nobody does nothing, right? But this is what happens when we live in Canada. We have a corrupt government, and nobody wants to talk about it, right? People love the fact that Canada's in a recession. People love the fact that Canada pays the highest inflation, right? And nobody wants to talk about any of that. People like, oh, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald. That's all people do, right? They just blame Donald Trump for everything. They don't want to talk about the problems that Canada has to face on its own. Canada is suffering as it is. Mark Carney has single-handedly destroyed our country. Our dollar is worth 70 cents. Canada pays the highest inflation of the G7, and we're the only country in a recession. Why can't y'all just realize what Mark Carney has done? Why do y'all blame Trump? All I hear from people is blaming Trump all the time. No, man. It's time for Canadians to take a look in the fucking mirror and see what the fuck they voted in and blame themselves for it. Because y'all shot yourselves in the foot with this one, dog. Y'all blame America for every fucking issue when it's your fault for voting these fuckers in. Y'all voted these fucking liberals in, bro, and now y'all want to complain about it after. I mean, this goes to show how fucking weak-minded you people are. This is the problem with the left, man. You know, they're all about violence, right? They call us the Nazis, and they call us the fascists, right? Us right-wing people. But yeah, they're the ones that attack us if we don't agree with their viewpoint, right? They literally go and assault us. They shoot at us. They jump us. Literally, spray us and stuff. Like, man, but they're going to call us stuff? They're literally what they call us, bro. That's what I noticed about the left. The left calls us this and calls us that. When that's what they do, right? Man, that's two-faced, bro. That's so hypocritical. I can't with the left. I can't. The left is severely retarded. I mean, these people are literally brain dead zombies that just get fed the propaganda and then they just speak in spoonfuls, man. They don't even think for themselves. Bunch of mindless fucking sheep being controlled from the media. And to be honest, it's quite embarrassing to see that. I mean, I see people walk around with fucking face mask on. This shit looks hilarious, bro. Because one thing I'm going to do when I'm mayor of Windsor is anybody that wears a face mask in my city will be fined $1,000 or could face a year in jail. And you know why? Because a good 80% of the situations of crimes that are committed in Canada, people wear a fucking face mask, right? That's the problem with Canada. You know, right now in Canada, we have a problem where at our grocery stores, we have to lock stuff, right? We have to go and lock stuff here. And over in America, I saw the police were dealing with these situations pretty fucking good. So I'm wondering, what is going on in Canada? I'll tell you what's going on in Canada. Canada is an embarrassment right now. Canada is a fucking joke right now. And who do you blame? You blame everybody that runs the country. That's who you blame. Canada looks how it looks because the current government, which, like I said earlier, a lot of people ain't going to talk about because, oh, we want to be Canadian. Man. We want to be 51st state is the only thing that's going to save Canada. Have you all told me a traitor, this, traitor, that? The thing I find funny about y'all, man, is y'all will never take a look in the mirror. Right? Y'all never take a look in the mirror. You know, y'all are already with China moving in on Canada to take over. I know no problem with that. Right? Y'all never call any of that out. But when it comes to America, oh man, America. Oh man, America. Oh man, America. Why y'all be like this, man? I never understood these people, dog. It's like they don't understand. China has never been Canada's ally. America and Canada have always been blood brothers. And I'm not going to let this relationship go. Canada and America have always loved and respected each other. We are blood brothers. Canada and America are the same. And I am not going to let our government brainwash our citizens into thinking different. Because that's what they're trying to do. Yes, Canada and America have basically, yeah, we have basically the same exact way of life. I've said that for years. I mean, that's how it works. Why stream again? Y'all be streaming again. I mean, I try to stream here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be doing my thing, but I be really busy at life, so 100%. I'm gonna understand. Like, I don't have a whole lot of time to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be busy in my life, but the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, Canada is falling apart in front of us. I mean, our country is really suffering. Yeah, y'all see the mass shootings? Well, that proves a lot of people's points. People always say mass shootings happen in one country. Yet we see mass shootings and mass stabbings all over the world. It's not one country's problem. It's a mental illness problem. Right? If you don't understand, this is the problem when there's crazy people in the world. Because, see, it does not matter what country you're in. You're always going to have people that are just fucking deranged. Alright? It does not matter where you're in the world. You're always going to have somebody that's just fucking deranged. Alright? It does not matter. But that's the main problem. Because there's drugs being used all over the world. I would say that ruins society. I would 100% say that open drug use has destroyed tourism in Canada and completely ruined our country. And who allowed that? Justin Trudeau. And again, the funniest thing I find about the entire situation is that when you have drugs that are used at this high record numbers, then yeah, we've been seeing overdoses all over the place. And that's why we're seeing it. This guy's government doesn't care. The same as Trudeau comes with, oh, well, I don't want these drugs in my city because I feel like it destroyed the community. When this is the same guy 4 years ago that brought all the drug addicts to Windsor from different spots in Ontario, right? Now he wants to act like he's going to save the community. Give me a break. There's a reason why Mayor Sheffield said what she said about me. And you know why? Because she knows that I have what it takes to make Windsor great again. And respect her because she's a very good mayor. A million times better than Olivia Chow. And let me say it again. The mayor of Detroit, Miss Beautiful, Miss Intelligent, Mary Sheffield, is a billion times better than that failure of a mayor, Olivia Chow, in Toronto. Let me tell y'all that. Alright? Alright. And that is what it is, and that is what it was, right? Because when you think about it, Toronto is absolutely failing at so many numbers. I mean, there is really drugs being used on the bus, right? There's really homeless, I mean, all over the place in Toronto. There is people just dying from overdoses all over in Toronto. I mean, just think about this. This wasn't Canada 20 years ago, right? Canada did not look this bad 20 years ago whatsoever. And the reason why is because Stephen Harper was leader. Y'all notice that? Y'all noticed that, right? Stephen Harper was the best leader Canada ever had. Right? And without Stephen Harper, I mean, Canada is just suffering, dog. Yeah, Justin Trudeau's a puppet. I mean, he didn't do one thing for Canada. Right? The same thing with Doug Ford. I mean, Doug Ford can sure criticize Trump a million times, but he can't criticize his own gut. Oh, yeah, Doug Ford, you should lose some weight. It's like Mark Carney. You want to talk about, oh, well, I'm here to make Canada. You're not done one single thing for Canada, and yet you're selling us off to China. But you want to talk about America. America is a million times better for Canada than China. I'll tell y'all that. Now, basically, me and Mary Sheffield praise each other. Yeah, she said I hope that. Yeah, she said that I'll win the election. Well, she was asked the well, Mary Sheffield, the mayor of Detroit, was asked the question, and that's what she said. And she, well, obviously, that video I posted on TikTok had like 10,000 views. Like, bro, that's got like fucking 400 likes. Appreciate y'all. Y'all the best fan base ever. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that Canadian dollar keeps dropping like panties in a strip club. That Canadian dollar be dropping. Well, that's what happens if you have a corrupt government in office, right? The government does not care for its country, care for its citizens, care for its cities or its communities. That's what happens. Yeah, fail in office. Extreme amounts of failure. 100%. You've seen it all over the place. I guess it's the problem when it comes to Canada, right? We're failing. We are failing miserably. I 100% blame the government for not doing their job. I mean, we need a better leader, right? And that's the reason why I say Canada and America have to work better. The 51st state will make Canada a billion times better than what it is. Same thing I said about Mary Sheffield to Olivia Chow. I'm gonna what with Mary Sheffield? Somebody commented. Justia. Justia commented that negotiation business talk with Mayor Renzi and Mayor Sheffield is gonna be a 5-hour sex session. Alright, okay. Me and Mary Sheffield finna get it on, alright. Oh my god. Y'all be something else, right? Y'all be something else. I mean, just because I'm handsome and she's beautiful. Oh my god. I didn't even read that comment. I'm not even reading what that one says. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, our country is failing. And when you speak out against the government, you can be arrested for that in Canada, right? Unlike in America, where you have the freedom to speak out against what you want, over in Canada, you can't do that. Because our government has a thing where you can't offend certain people. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Canadians have no rights anymore. And it's the reason why I say America and Canada have to work together. Because when it comes to self defense rights, where somebody breaks into your house and you can't defend what's yours, I mean, just think about that for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's gonna jack your stuff and you can't defend it. That's fucking ridiculous. Same thing as when you can't even speak out, you can't even get ahead in life. The country takes all your money in taxes, and I mean, we're paying the highest inflation out of the G7. Canada, only country in recession. Canada. So, ladies and gentlemen, think about the bigger picture. The 51st state will give Canada the American dollar. The American dollar has risen up since Trump has been president. The American dollar is worth almost double its amount. Think about that. The Canadian dollar is worth 70 cents, while the American dollar has hit almost double its value. Do you see what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Canada can't strive on its own. We don't have enough people. We do have enough land. We do have enough resources, but we don't have enough people, and that's the problem. This is the reason why I say Canada needs America. Because when you think about the landmass Canada has, yeah, it's a lot. But when you think about the amount of people we have, we can't cover every single spot, can we? I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, y'all the best fan base ever. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love, care, and support I've been getting. It means a lot, you know? I mean, I stream here and there. You know what I'm saying? I don't stream all the time and stuff like that, but I stream here and there. Yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Love and support. Thank you. Yeah, basically the reason why I'm running for mayor is, well, to make Windsor great again, make us the next New York, use our resources, and make trade deals to make money, create thousands upon thousands of jobs with skyscrapers, more economy, more money, and tourism. Record numbers of tourism, more economy. And Windsor could join Michigan because Windsor, as a settlement, began in 1749, which is older than Canada. So Windsor does have a chance to say, hey, you know what, Canada? We don't want to be a part of you. And guess what? Windsor would be more than happy to join Michigan. And Windsor and Detroit working together could be a superpower, a major, massive superpower. Canada and America would do better, but Windsor and Detroit as an alliance, this would really save Windsor. I mean, when you think about the automotive jobs, Windsor has lost 50% of our automotive jobs because Mark Carney and Doug Ford and Drew Dilkins decided to bring them to China. So Windsor just lost out on 50% of its automotive jobs. The union workers at the tool factory on Howard, they want to do a speech with me at my podium when I'm going for my campaign to run for mayor. What does that say, ladies and gentlemen? They want my help. They've contacted our mayor, currently, the union workers. They've tried to contact him. And Drew Dilkins and his office have done nothing to help them. So they all said they're backing me in the election. The union workers. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are seeing what's going on. And they all told me the same thing. They'd rather be part of America than China. There's a reason why. Because America, you have freedom. In China, you don't. Huge difference. And with Canada, we're suffering really bad. Really bad. Canada is a country that needs better. And when you think about our dollar, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, our dollar is worth 70 cents right now. 74 cents when Mark Carney took office, 70 cents as we speak. Stephen Harper had our dollar at 98 cents, ladies and gentlemen. Canada is suffering. We're losing a huge amount of jobs to China. Canada is losing its percentage in wealth. We are in a recession right now. Canada is literally in a recession. This is sad. We're paying the highest inflation out of the G7 because Mark Carney is the worst leader of all time. This guy lies and lies and lies. He has no idea what he's doing. He literally can't even give a sentence. This guy literally can't even give a sentence as a speech. He literally, how are you a leader? You can't even answer a question. I mean, you're literally the face of a country and you can't even answer a question directly? That is absolutely sad. And I'm thinking, how is this guy even leader? Like, I give credit where credit's due. Pierre Poilievre, as good as he is, but how is Mark Carney even leader? This guy can't even finish a sentence. This guy can't even speak. I mean, he can't even speak. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem with Canada. We look weak. I mean, Donald Trump is making America perfect. He's literally went and risen up the economy. Like I said, their dollar is double the amount right now in America. And Canada, our dollar is just going and going and going. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what are we supposed to do? The damage that's been done to Canada will take more than 60 years to recover from. I mean, just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. It'll take more than 60 years for Canada to get better on its own. This is the reason why I say Canada needs America. Because Canada is suffering really bad as we speak. And America is the only thing that's going to save Canada. America is rising up right now. And they can give Canada some of that. You know what I'm saying? When we share the dollar, it'll help Canada a lot more than we think. The Canadian dollar is making us all poor. The American dollar will bring everybody up. And I mean every single individual in Canada will become more and more and more. When you think about this, jobs. How many companies does America have? Lots and lots and lots. Now they bring those companies more and more and more over to Canada. That's a lot more jobs for people in Canada, right? A lot more people in Canada have money. A lot more people in Canada have a life going. They'll buy a house, get a car, have families, create more legacies, right? But when you think about what's going on with our current government, they can't provide for Canada. They can't do anything for us. That's why I say Canadians are suffering at record high numbers. I mean, when you think about being the only country that's in a recession and paying the highest inflation, and then half your country going to food banks, that's pretty sad, ladies and gentlemen. And believe me, I love Canada a lot. Canada is a very beautiful country. But when people call me a traitor for saying that Canada should join America and things like that, if I was a traitor, you could say that with China, right? Say if I was saying Canada should join China, that's a traitor. Canada joining America, Canada and America are blood brothers. Canada and America are very similar with culture and the way of life. So when you think about it, very similar to each other. And I'm not going to hear and try to say people, oh, this that Canada and America have always had something together, and people always have this hatred for each other. That's the problem with the media. The media has caused division, right? With the propaganda that they steal from the government, with Mark Carney and the way he pays the news media to do all this, they spewed out propaganda to divide people, to make people hate each other, and this is exactly what they're doing. Canada and America have always had unity and respect for one another, and what our government is doing is they're trying to force hatred, right? Look what happened in Buffalo, New York. They sang the Canadian national anthem, right? The people in Buffalo. But yet over here in Canada, we booed the American national anthem multiple times. At a hockey game and at a wrestling game, right? When there's a wrestling event, the Elimination Chamber, WWE, and also at a soccer game. What does that say, ladies and gentlemen? Two sports games and a wrestling event. Canada booed the American national anthem. But at a Buffalo Sabres hockey game event, the Americans sang the Canadian national anthem. This means that Canada needs to learn more respect for America because the friendship that we always had and the blood brothers that we've always been. And America understands that. America knows that Canada has always been their biggest ally. And Canada should realize that with America. We always had this friendship with each other. And I don't know why the media always wants to create this division and this hatred and just, oh, go at each other. Oh, go. Why? Why? What's this for? You don't see American media telling Americans to attack Canadians, do you? No. But our Canadian media does that for some strange fucking reason. And it's twisted. It really is. This is the problem with Canadian media. And again, the only news station that tells the truth in Canada is Rebel News. That is the only one. And you know the reason why? Because Rebel News isn't paid from the government. Rebel News does their own thing. They're not paid, oh, here's $100,000. Here's $100,000. They don't get that. And when you think about it, I mean, we have people fighting each other out in public right now, right? And like I said, the left is the one that's domestic terrorists, right? The reason why I say the left is domestic terrorists is because they attack the right for not agreeing with their viewpoints. I mean, when was the last time y'all saw a conservative or Republican assassinate a liberal or Democrat? When was the last time y'all saw that? You'll never saw it through history, right? Yeah. That's because there's a difference from one side to the other. One side's all about violence. I mean, how is that? You know, when you think about it, Mark Carney has went and created these problems, saying that Canada should go and join China when Canada needs America. And that's the main thing we've been saying. No, I would say it's the pride. The pride did that because the pride's an attack on Christianity. I mean, when you think about it, look what's happened with the events. They literally go and paint a fucking Jesus statue as rainbow. Y'all seen that, right? The Pride Army. They paint a Jesus statue in rainbow. And then they claim God is a sexuality. I mean, what is wrong with y'all people? That's what created division. Pride. All y'all rainbow freaks, dog. The left is the one that created division. We can't talk even with the left. Look at Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk tried talking with the left, and look what happened. Rest in peace on his soul. But Charlie Kirk was assassinated for trying to talk with the left. Because y'all are the terrorists when you're armed. And that's the problem. The left are the ones that are all about hate. They're all about division. And y'all created the KKK. The Democrats did it. Jim Crow. Look up Jim Crow. Jim Crow, look up. Jim Crow created the KKK. Look it up. I mean, just look it up, though. A Democrat created the Ku Klux Klan because Democrats are racist. And a Republican ended slavery. Abraham Lincoln. Well, there's a little history lesson for y'all right there. The left created the Ku Klux Klan, and Abraham Lincoln stopped slavery. Now let's think about it, ladies and gentlemen. When you think about the conservatives, The Republicans. We're all about Jesus. We're all about way of life. We're all about living the honest way. What do you think about the left? They're all about hatred. They're all about yelling racial slurs. They're all about getting in your face. They're all about breaking the law. And that's the problem when it comes to the left and the right. Liberals are the one that have destroyed society. When you think about this, Malcolm X even said it himself, right? Malcolm X even said himself, the white liberal is a death to society. The white liberal destroys everything, right? And Malcolm X, if he was alive today, he'd be a Make America Great Again. Y'all want to bet? I'll bet y'all right now. If Malcolm X was alive today, he'd be a Make America Great Again. I bet y'all right now. Let's bet. Y'all want to bet? I'll bet y'all right now watching. Malcolm X, if he was alive today, he'd be a Make America Great Again. Malcolm X was a conservative. Look it up. Malcolm X was a black conservative. And he warned us all about the white liberals that are destroying Canada right now, that have tried destroying America. Us right wings are fighting back against these problems. Now you should check it though. Yo, dog, you should check it. Because Malcolm X was a conservative. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but see, it's the problem with the left, right? The left are a bunch of racists. I've noticed my whole life, bro. The left is always about, oh, we're gonna hate on you, we're gonna throw racial slurs at you, we're gonna try to beat you, we're gonna go and say these things about. This is what they do, right? They're all about hate, they're all about violence. They never try to just have a conversation. No, it's all about get in your face, fucking. Blah, 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 blah. That's all what the left is, bro. They're all about hatred. We've seen it again and again and again. And that's all what the left wants to do. Liberals are the deaths of society, dog. No, Malcolm X got out of that Muslim stuff. Look it up. That's who assassinated him. No, Malcolm X was assassinated from Muslims. Look it up. He exposed what was going on because the leader then was doing stuff to underage girls. Look it up. The leader Muhammad was doing stuff with underage women, and Malcolm X exposed it. And then he got assassinated right after that. Look it up. He exposed the sex trafficking. Malcolm X exposed that, and he was assassinated for it. That's the reason why he was killed. No, because Malcolm X was a real hero. Malcolm X stood up for what was the truth. And that's why he was the realest motherfucker to ever do it. And rest in peace to Malcolm X, because if he was alive today, he'd be a Make America Great Again. 100% he would. He'd be owning all you liberals. He'd make all you liberals cry. He'd be chilling with Charlie Kirk, smoking a blunt with them. You know what I'm saying? He'd be roasting all you fucking liberals. I'm the next mayor of Windsor. I mean, I got the nomination book right over here. Right there. Nomination book. I'm running for mayor of Windsor. I got it right there. That's the memorial package to run for mayor of Windsor. So, what's up? I'm doing a lot more in my life than what you doing. What you gonna say, huh? Y'all mad because I speak the truth, and y'all liberals are just haters. Y'all hate on us because we real and you ain't. Oh, us Trump supporters are owning you pride motherfuckers. We own all you. All you creeps. All you goddamn weirdos. Trump is making the world better. There's people praising Trump all over the world. I've seen videos of it all over the place. I saw a comment from someone earlier on a video saying they're from Nigeria and they love Trump. There's people from Nigeria saying they love Trump. Malcolm X even said himself, the white liberal is the death society. If Malcolm X alive today, he'd be Make America Great Again. It would. Oh, really? Because Bill Clinton was hanging out with Epstein. Really? Because Mark Carney was mentioned Epstein. Oh, it's funny you don't talk about that, right? Ghislaine Maxwell and Mark Carney have pictures together. Mark Carney was hanging out with Epstein. Mark Carney's mentioned the Epstein files. Oh, it doesn't surprise me you guys don't say nothing. You guys sure ride Trump's dick, though. Y'all sure ride Trump's dick, but y'all never say nothing about fucking Mark Carney. That's the problem with the left. Because the left is brainwashed. The left listens to what the media tells them and they go exactly with it. Because that's how the left works. That's their ideology. Brain dead, zombie, sheep, getting spoonfuls of the propaganda and listening to whatever the government tells them. That's the problem with the left. They have no thought process. They can't even think for themselves. They're so dumb it's not even funny. It's actually sad at this point to see how stupid these people are. That's the problem with the left, though. Liberals are idiots. They don't know anything. They fail society. They're the reason why we have so many problems with crime and drugs. Because they think it's all right to have every race out there in every color. They don't care. See, here's the thing when they say about illegals and legals. Let's not forget the difference. There's people that are legal citizens that are different nationality, right? Let's not forget that. And illegals are the ones that are taking advantage of the system and not going through the process of becoming a citizen. Because other countries have border laws. China, Japan, Russia, Korea, those border laws. You can't go and stay in another country and just say, oh, I'm going to live here forever. Try that in Brazil. How about that? How about you go to Brazil and you try to stay there for more than a month and watch what happens? They're going to come knocking at your door and then say, hey, you got to leave. You've been here too long. So why is it a problem if other countries have border laws, but when another country wants to enforce it, oh, we're going to protest? Why? Y'all haters. That's what the liberals are. That's what liberals are. There's border patrol all over the world. There's literally border patrol all over the world. Countries all over the world get rid of illegal immigrants. It's what y'all do. I mean, this motherfucker's jealous because I got a life. This motherfucker's jealous right here. See, this is what happens. You got people like this in life, bro. They get jealous and they get mad when they want to speak with themselves because they look in the mirror and they see disappointment. They don't see someone like me making a difference. Going to make wins the next New York when I'm mayor. You know, I got the union workers supporting me. I got Nancy Graywall supporting me. What's that say? Nancy Graywall was assassinated March 3rd, and our supporters are backing me up. I got 21,000 views on TikTok speaking for her. I got 600 likes for it, 400 comments. What y'all getting? Y'all getting nothing. Because y'all liberals, that's why. 100% Aaron's the only bot in this channel. That's what he does. He spams comments. I mean, he's probably created from like Elon Musk. Oh, my bad, he's a Chinese robot. Man, when I'm mayor of Windsor, I'm only making $300,000 a year. Y'all know I'm gonna buy a nice mansion. You know, eventually I'm gonna open my own skyscrapers, right? My own casino, Rose City Tower in Windsor. And I'm gonna build the city skyscrapers, build the economy up using resources to make trade deals, create thousands upon thousands of jobs. And Windsor is gonna be making hundreds of millions of dollars every year. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Get a mansion like Scarface, live life. Windsor is gonna be the best city ever. And I'm gonna make Windsor great again. Like I said, Mary Sheffield is supporting me, the mayor of Detroit. She said, I'll win the election. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That says something. Because Drew Dawkins is a massive failure. There's done nothing for Windsor in the last 12 years. And I'll do more in 12 months than what Drew Dawkins has done in 12 years. And my TikTok has about 17,000 likes altogether. The most views I have on my TikTok is 400,000. It's a video I posted about Kill DMC and Tupac. Look it up. It has 400,000 views, got about 5,000 likes, 1,000 comments, 500 shares. I mean, Aaron's definitely a liberal. Aaron's 100% a liberal. He's probably one of those white knights, right? He's probably one of those white knights, you know what I mean? Oh my bad, he might be a tranny. Aaron might be a tranny, like, he might have an apple and a banana. Who knows? Maybe that's why he got so triggered. He's a little lefty, you know what I mean? He's a little lefty. Aw, does Trump live rent free in his head? Aw, poor Aaron. Poor Aaron, you know what I mean? Trump's got to live rent free in his brain. Every time Aaron goes to sleep, he's got to think about Trump. Every time Aaron wakes up, he's got to think about Trump. That's what happens to Aaron, you know? He's a brainwashed little liberal. Probably tucks his bed in from mommy at night. You know what I mean? Lives in his mom's basement, got nothing going for him. I mean, that's sad, you know? I'm getting engaged. I'm about to be having a family. I already got a daughter named Atwan. She's a year old now. I'm about to be married at Windsor in a couple months. And you got a little Aaron living in mommy's basement. Aw, poor Aaron. Poor little baby. I bet y'all sure lick Mark Carney's. Y'all sure lick Joe Biden's. Y'all sure lick Barack Hussein Obama. The funniest thing is when Joe Biden was president, there was ICE police, right? ICE police were detaining people and putting them in cages. When Joe Biden was president, and y'all protest Joe Biden? Hell no. But y'all gonna protest Trump because ICE police. That's what y'all do, right? That's the problem with the left. Y'all weak minded. When it's your leaders in office, y'all don't protest them, right? But when it's right wing in office, oh, we're gonna protest. That's what y'all do. That's how stupid y'all are. Y'all are literally brain dead sheep. Whatever they tell you to do, you do it. And that's the problem with the left. They're all stupid. They have no intelligence. They're all a bunch of high school dropout failures. They couldn't do nothing in life to get ahead. They don't know how to invest their money in the stock market to get ahead with money. Because that's the problem with the liberals. They're a bunch of brain dead, mindless sheep. That's all they are. They're the absolute epitome of society. I'd say I'm more half one, half the other. I'm considered half Canadian, half American. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, Don Cherry is the Canadian legend who loves America and loves Trump. Y'all know Don Cherry, right? Hey, Aaron. Aaron. Little liberal loser. You know Don Cherry, right? Don Cherry, the hockey legend. He's the Canadian Patriot, hockey legend. He had Hockey Night in Canada. Yeah, he loves Trump and respects America. What you gonna say about that, Aaron? You gonna say something about Don Cherry? Yo, Aaron. Aaron, what you say about Don Cherry? What you gonna say about him? You gonna say anything about Don Cherry? Don Cherry loves America and loves Trump. And Don Cherry's Canadian. What you gonna say about Don Cherry? Oh, that's right, you're not gonna say nothing. Because Aaron's a pussy, that's why. You don't say nothing about Don Cherry because Don Cherry's a real legend. He loves Canada and he loves America. Because Canada and America have blood brothers together. Canada and America have always respected each other. But y'all liberals are the problem. Y'all are the ones that cause division. Y'all are the ones that cause hate. Y'all are the ones separating in school. Y'all are the ones pushing separation in school. That's what the liberal does. Don't forget, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Republican. Did y'all know that? Look it up. Martin Luther King Jr. He was a Republican. Look it up. No, he doesn't know that. I guess Aaron's just retarded, right? Aaron's just retarded. He doesn't know that. Oh, because I'm making fun of you because you're stupid. She's in the shower. I mean, why are you worried? You want to look at her? Go look at my YouTube profile picture. Her name's Alexandria. I mean, look at my Valentine's Day video I posted her. She's on there too. You can look at my TikTok. You can look at my fucking YouTube, my Instagram. She's on all the profile pictures. Go and check her. And yeah, she's Jewish. So what? She's the hottest Jewish woman ever. She's hot as Bella Danger. She's got an ass like her, so. You just mad? He's mad because I get my dick sucked every night and he doesn't. Aw, too bad. So sad. Poor Aaron. I guess Aaron's the little Karen. Aw, Aaron's a little Karen, huh? Aaron's mad because I get my dick sucked and he doesn't. 'Cause I got a woman, he don't. And because she's hot and he can't get none. Aw, too bad. He's a loser. He's a liberal loser. That's what happens. I mean, look at my profile picture. She's the hottest woman ever. I mean, I have multiple. You know, the funniest thing, we watch Trump. Trump doesn't stutter. When Trump speaks, he does not stutter. Trump speaks the truth. And that's why y'all try to assassinate him 7 times. See, that's what the liberals are all about. Y'all try to assassinate Trump 7 times now. How many times do people try to assassinate Joe Biden? Zero. 0 times. 0 times. 0 times. And I got a daughter of my own. My daughter's name is Twan. She's a year old. And her baby mama's name is Barbara Masry from Toronto, who's a model and a singer. So, I mean, I've exposed my ex-girlfriend, Lexi Rogers, recently because she got arrested for robbing somebody with guns and wearing a mask on her face. Yeah, and she was arrested in London. She was from Windsor. And I exposed my ex-girlfriend, Lexi Rogers. Problems that woman for fucking 8 years. Still having problems with her. That's what she does. But guess what? She's a criminal, and she's going to be facing 30 years in jail. And I'm about to be the next mayor of Windsor in less than 4 months. Just 114 more days to go, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? I'm the next mayor of Windsor. What's to say to all you liberals? Y'all liberals be hating. Because my name is Tristan Time MC, and I'm gonna make Windsor great again. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, go check my TikTok. Y'all want me to show you the views on there? My TikTok is massive. Aaron, Aaron, are you autistic? Are you autistic? Do you know how much views I have on my TikTok? My TikTok is massive. I really pull in my Make Windsor Great Again video has 100 likes on it, has 4,000 views on it, has 200 comments on it. What do you get, Aaron? You get nothing because you're a socialist, Democrat, leftist, liberal loser. You're a fucking cuck. That's what you are, Aaron. You're a fucking cuck. Your wife cucked you, that's why. Because you're a loser. Nobody cares for you. You just hate on me because I'm more successful at life than you are. You hate at me because I know how to make it to the top, and you still make it on the bottom because you gotta go and suck something to get at the top because you're a loser, that's why. You ain't nothing. Aaron's a loser. Aaron's a loser. Aaron's a loser. That's how you put it. Y'all see what this is? And he's probably hating me because I got this right here, run for Mayor Windsor. That's why people hate, bro. Because I got this thing to run for mayor right here, which is the Mayor Windsor candidate support. There we go. 2026 municipal election candidate package. Right there. It's the candidate package run for Mayor Windsor. There you go. Keep trying harder, liberal. Hey, Mr. Liberal, I know you're a tranny. I know it's going to offend you, so what do you think of this? I said UFC sweater. You know what UFC is? Hey, I ordered that earlier. Yeah, keep crying harder. Keep crying harder. Keep trying harder. Nothing but a socialist, Democrat, liberal. Got no life. I mean, check this. Check that. What's up? What's up? What up? What's up? Want to check my muscle? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that's why I'm on the top, and that's why you're not. Because I am better than you, and you know it. Hey, you ain't nothing but a socialist. No, this guy's loser right here. You know what I'm saying? This guy ain't got no life. Aaron right here. He's mad because I'm running for mayor of Windsor. He's mad because he lives in his mom's basement. He's mad because he ain't got no life. Aaron's just some loser on YouTube that criticizes somebody else because he has no life. Isn't that sad, ladies and gentlemen? This guy really has to go on YouTube and criticize what somebody else does because he has no life. It's pretty sad, man. You know, he talks about this and that, but he's not taking care of this and that. No, he'd rather go and comment on someone's YouTube at fucking midnight. I mean, that's pretty sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're claiming you got all this and all that, I mean, why you comment on someone's YouTube at 12 o'clock at night? I mean, that's a little more weird, bro. That's a little more weird if you ask me. I mean, obviously you got no life. You're just scrolling on your phone, and you got nothing else to do. You follow someone's stream on there, and you got triggered from the caption saying that Canada Day is 51st State Day. Now you're, oh no, I'm offended. I got to go and try to get this guy. And that's what you're doing because that's what you liberals are. Y'all are the epitome of society. You're the reason why society has so many problems because the left needs to be locked up in mental asylums. The left needs to be taken care of. Y'all are the problem. Y'all are the reason why there's so much violence going on. Y'all are the reason why there's so many problems going on. It's because y'all liberals. Y'all liberals are the problem. I mean, I got a beautiful wife. So I'm getting married in Hawaii next year. Think about that. Alexandria. I mean, she's proper and she's Jewish. So, I mean, that's why you're mad. You're mad because I got a woman you don't. You're mad because I get it and you don't. But hey, that's what happens, right? And that's the reason why I'm the next mayor of Windsor. Because I'm the one that's going to make the difference in my city. I'm the one that's promising to bring the economy up, using our resources to make trade deals, bringing in thousands of jobs, bringing the economy up, especially with tourism. Because if people come here and spend money, that's bringing more money to the city. And that's how you bring your city up. But when you think about this guy, I am literally going and getting millions upon millions of views, right? I mean, look at my TikTok. My most video I post on there has almost 500,000 views. Think about it, almost 5,000 likes. My TikTok. My TikTok is very famous. Go check my TikTok. Look up Tristan Renzi and then click TikTok after. I got a huge TikTok. You know, the funniest thing I find about Quebec is Quebec tried to go for a referendum 10 years ago, and nobody called Quebec traitors, right? But the matter of fact that Alberta wants to go for a referendum, oh, they're traitors, right? I have a question for all y'all people. Why don't y'all criticize Quebec? You know Quebec, right? Yeah, I got this Quebec water right here, too. See this Quebec water? Yeah, I got this Quebec water right here. So why don't y'all go and criticize Quebec? Yeah, no, because Quebec and Alberta are going to leave Canada, same as Saskatchewan, same as Windsor. See, I stay active. I stay healthy. Unlike Aaron, this is his mom's basement. There's nothing going for him. I'm running for mayor of Windsor, and I'm going to make the difference because I have all Nancy Graywall supporters supporting me. I have the union workers supporting me. I have a bunch of small businesses supporting me. People love me in my city, and there's a reason why. Because I've always been in the community, and I've always seen what's going on. I'm always speaking about the drugs issues. I'm always about the criminals shooting at innocent people. Police officers get involved with shootings because it's the problem with Windsor. There's a huge crime crisis happening. And Detroit, they fixed their problems. But Windsor, we're suffering a lot. And when you think about the problems that we're facing, that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis, it's time for a mayor that does a difference. And Drew Dawkins has not done a single thing to make Windsor mayor's popular. And I am promising to do more in 12 months because that is what a real one does. Fights to make the difference. Like losers that criticize you and have nothing going for them because they hate. They don't have the intelligence you got. They don't have the swagger you got. They don't have the charisma you got. They don't have the knowledge you have. No, what they have is hatred. And that is the problem with society. We can't just have a conversation. We can't just get along anymore. And for instance, look at that with Charlie Kirk, right? I mean, y'all literally assassinated Charlie Kirk because y'all didn't agree with his viewpoint. Now, like I said, when was the last time liberal Democrat was assassinated from a conservative Republican. Are y'all gonna tell me the last time it happened? You can't. You can't. Because y'all are the ones that have done it. And this is the problem with the left. I said it for years and years. The left is the problem. And this is what they do. They cause problems, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it time and time again. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, see, this guy is definitely, I don't know who this guy is, but he definitely has no life. You know what I mean? So he's definitely a Trump hater. And now he's obviously a me hater because I'm more successful than he is. But that's what it is, right? You know? People that are less fortunate are telling me ones that are more aggressive and angry in life. So I just laugh at them, right? I just laugh at you because I'm the king, King Tristan, right? And I just laugh at these peasants, right? These peasants, I'd be like, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. It's like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how this guy couldn't say nothing, right? This guy can say that, oh, I couldn't hear the mic. I couldn't hear the mic, right? This guy was saying that earlier. But now look at, obviously, he hears the mic now because he's sure comment a lot again. I mean, again, this guy has to be a major loser. I mean, you literally sit there past midnight and you're going to spam comments on someone's stream that you disagree with because their viewpoints and what their caption says on the stream. You obviously got no life, bro. I mean, I'm out here doing my thing. I'm out here taking a jog every morning, staying active, staying in shape. I'm out here taking my girl out, places and places. We went to East Side Mario's just this weekend. So I had a good time there. We went to the movies, went to the mall, went to the riverfront. And guess what? Me and Alexandria are going to have a family like 10 kids together. I already have a daughter named Atois, and Atois is a year old. And guess what? In the future, Atois could be mayor of Windsor, Prime Minister of Canada. Who knows? But, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to making Canada better, the 51st state is the only thing that's going to save Canada. When it comes to our dollar in Canada, we're at 70 cents. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Canada is the only country that pays the highest inflation. Look this up. Canada pays the highest inflation. I mean, why are you worried about my daughter? I mean, that's pretty creepy, dog. You know, someone screenshot this Aaron guy. Someone screenshot this guy and reported him to the police because he's asking where my daughter's at. That's pretty fucking creepy. That's pretty fucking creepy, dog. I mean, my daughter's a year old. You should leave her alone. I don't know why you want to know where she's at. That's pretty sick, dog. You should probably get checked for that, bro. Pretty weird if you ask me. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, our dollar is really worth 70 cents. When Stephen Harper was prime minister, our dollar was worth 98 cents. When Justin Trudeau took office, it was worth 74 cents, and then now it's at 70 cents with Mark Carney in 1 year. The Canadian dollar is collapsing. We lost 50% of our jobs to China. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If you defend yourself in Canada, you are arrested for it. So this is the reason why I say we in America, because America will give us protection. America will save us from all the problems that we have to deal with. America will give us the freedom and liberty that Canada deserves. Because what our country is suffering from is absolutely sickening. And the matter of fact is, Mark Carney has lied to the public for so long. And that's all he does. I mean, he just lies. Same as Drew Dawkins, same as Doug Ford. All these politicians are all the same, right? In Canada, politicians are weak. They are. They're extremely weak. And that's the problem that comes to Canada, right? Our politicians, they don't care. They really don't. The problems with Canada is that our politicians are sold us off to China. And they don't want to do nothing to make Canada better, right? No. They'll go off and say, America, 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 America. They're literally going and putting the shoe on the other foot. That's really what Canada's doing. They don't want to admit their own fault. They don't want to admit their own failures. No. But they'll talk about other people, right? And that's the problem. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I promise to make Windsor great again. So, God bless y'all. 51st state, here we come. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.